Welcome to Global Report, your trusted source for breaking headlines, global insights, and sharp analysis from around the world. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. In October 2025, India and Russia signed a landmark agreement in Moscow, marking a pivotal moment in the history of both nations' aerospace industries. This deal was the result of months of intense negotiations, reflecting a shared vision for technological collaboration and economic growth. Under this agreement, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited (HAL) and United Aircraft Corporation (UAC) will jointly manufacture the Sukhoi Superjet 100 passenger aircraft in India. This partnership brings together decades of Russian expertise in aviation and India's growing industrial capabilities, setting the stage for a new era in regional jet production. For the first time in nearly 4 decades, a complete passenger airliner will be built on Indian soil, a bold leap for Indian industry and self-reliance. This project will require the development of new supply chains, advanced manufacturing processes, and a skilled workforce, all of which will have a ripple effect across the Indian economy. This isn't just a business deal, it's a strategic pivot away from the Western duopoly of Boeing and Airbus. By embracing the SJ-100, India is signaling its willingness to diversify its aviation partnerships and reduce its dependence on Western suppliers. The timing is significant, coming amid new U.S. trade tariffs and shifting global alliances. As the world's geopolitical landscape evolves, India is seizing the opportunity to strengthen its own position and secure its aviation future. By deepening ties with Russia, India signals its intent to chart its own course, guided by national interests. This move is about more than just aircraft, it's about asserting independence in a rapidly changing world. The deal breathes new life into the Make in India initiative, promising skilled jobs, new industries, and a boost to technological know-how. Thousands of engineers, technicians, and suppliers will be engaged, creating a vibrant ecosystem around aerospace manufacturing. Manufacturing the SJ-100 is about building national capability and confidence, showing India is ready to compete in advanced sectors. It's a statement of intent. India is not just a market, but a maker and innovator on the global stage. The world is watching as India takes this calculated gamble, one rooted in its growing needs and long-term ambitions. Success here could inspire similar ventures in other high-tech industries, further accelerating India's rise. This is the story of how India decided to build its own wings and fly into a new future, one defined by ambition, partnership, and the courage to dream bigger than ever before. India's domestic aviation market is booming. 161 million passengers flew in 2024, making it one of the fastest-growing aviation sectors in the world. Airports across the country are bustling with travelers, and the skies above India have never been busier. And that number is set to nearly double by 2030, as more Indians take to the skies for business, leisure, and family visits. The demand for air travel is surging, driven by a growing middle class and expanding economic opportunities. To keep up, India will need over 2,200 new commercial aircraft in the next decade. This massive fleet expansion is essential to connect the country's vast geography and meet the aspirations of a new generation of flyers. Recent mega orders from Air India and Indigo, over 2,100 jets, highlight the urgency and scale of this demand. These deals are among the largest in aviation history, signaling India's intent to become a global aviation powerhouse. But the real opportunity lies in regional connectivity. More than 200 of these new planes must be regional jets, linking smaller cities and towns that have long been underserved by air travel. This is where the next wave of growth will come from. The Sukhoi Superjet 100 fits this niche perfectly, designed for shorter routes and smaller airports. Its efficiency and reliability make it ideal for connecting remote regions and boosting local economies. India's government is also doubling the number of operational airports, fueling demand for aircraft that can handle diverse conditions, from bustling metros to remote airstrips. This infrastructure push is opening up the skies to millions more. This isn't just about buying planes, it's about building a sustainable, homegrown solution for India's soaring skies. By investing in local manufacturing, India is laying the foundation for a self-reliant aviation industry. By producing the SJ-100 domestically, India invests in long-term growth, creates thousands of skilled jobs, and helps democratize air travel for people across the country. It's a step toward making flying accessible to all. The SJ-100 is set to become the workhorse of India's regional aviation revolution, connecting communities and supporting economic development in every corner of the nation. This is how India plans to empower millions with the gift of flight, by building an aviation ecosystem that is modern, inclusive, and ready for the future. The Sukhoi Superjet 100 is a modern, twin-engine regional jet designed to meet the evolving needs of fast-growing nations like India. With its sleek design and advanced technology, it represents a new era in regional aviation, promising both efficiency and comfort for passengers and airlines alike. Seating between 87 and 108 passengers, the SJ-100 is perfectly sized for India's unique requirements, large enough to serve busy routes, yet compact enough for smaller cities. Its spacious cabin ensures a comfortable journey for a diverse mix of travelers, from business professionals to families. The aircraft is ideally suited for the UDAN scheme, a government initiative that subsidizes flights to underserved airports and strives to make air travel accessible and affordable for all Indians, even in remote regions. Thanks to its optimal size and impressive performance, the SJ-100 can profitably serve routes with moderate demand, opening up new possibilities for regional connectivity. Its ability to operate from shorter runways means it can reach airports that larger jets simply cannot, bringing air travel to places previously left off the map. By connecting smaller cities directly and bypassing congested metropolitan hubs, the SJ-100 will unlock new economic opportunities, foster regional development, and give a major boost to tourism across the country. With over a decade of reliable operational history in various countries and more than 230 units produced, the SJ-100 stands as a proven and trusted platform for regional aviation. Manufacturing the jet in India means not only adapting it for local conditions, but also building valuable technical expertise and creating high-skilled jobs for Indian engineers and technicians. As India rapidly doubles its number of airports, the SJ-100 will serve as a vital bridge, connecting new regions and communities to the national air network and supporting the country's ambitious growth. This powerful synergy between modern aircraft and expanding infrastructure is central to India's vision of inclusive growth, national integration, and a future where every citizen is just a flight away from opportunity. The SJ-100's safety record has raised concerns: 95 incidents, 5 hull losses, and 3 fatal crashes over 14 years. However, most issues were minor technical faults or human error, not fundamental design flaws. Compared to other new aircraft, the SJ-100's record isn't an outlier. All new jets face a period of growing pains. The most serious accidents led to design reviews and improvements, but international operators struggled more with spare parts and support than with safety. Sanctions against Russia made maintenance difficult, prompting many airlines to retire their fleets. By manufacturing and supporting the SJ-100 domestically, India aims to ensure reliability and address past logistical challenges. HAL's experience will be key to building a safer, more dependable regional jet for India. Producing the SJ-100 in India faces major hurdles, chiefly international sanctions and technical dependencies. The original jet used Western engines and avionics, but sanctions forced Russia to develop the all-Russian PD-8 engine and replace foreign parts. The PD-8 is still being certified, making India's engine choice a critical decision with technical and geopolitical implications. Sanctions also complicate technology transfer and supply chains, but the partnership is a strategic move for both India and Russia. India must balance this collaboration without risking secondary sanctions or damaging Western ties. Overcoming these challenges will build India's aerospace capabilities and resilience. Success here could transform India's industry and prove its ability to execute complex, high-stakes projects. The SJ-100 deal marks India's return to passenger aircraft manufacturing after more than 3 decades. Building on recent experience with military transporters, India is now stepping up to full-scale commercial jet production. The project will catalyze a network of domestic suppliers, drive R&D, and create thousands of skilled jobs. HAL will evolve from a military-focused company to a diversified aerospace leader. More than assembling kits, this is about building a self-sustaining industrial ecosystem. The SJ-100 is a stepping stone, laying the groundwork for India to one day design and build its own indigenous passenger jets. This deal is the launchpad for India's journey to become a true global aerospace power. Producing the SJ-100 in India is a geopolitical statement as much as an industrial one. It reaffirms the India-Russia partnership, especially as US tariffs and global tensions rise. The deal signals India's commitment to strategic autonomy, pursuing its interests regardless of external pressure. Civil aviation manufacturing deepens economic and technological ties, moving beyond traditional defense cooperation. This collaboration could pave the way for even more advanced joint projects, including, in defense, aerospace. India's multi-alignment policy is on display, balancing ties with Russia while engaging the West elsewhere. By building the SJ-100, India is constructing a more independent and resilient foreign policy architecture. The Indian-made SJ-100 disrupts the long-standing Boeing-Airbus duopoly in India. While not a direct rival to their larger jets, the SJ-100 fills a strategic regional niche that Western giants have largely ignored. With government backing and potential policy incentives, the SJ-100 could dominate regional routes and force Boeing and Airbus to rethink their India strategies. The era of simply selling finished aircraft to India may be ending. Future deals will demand local production and deeper partnerships. The SJ-100 gives India leverage in negotiations, pushing Western firms to offer better terms and more technology transfer. A successful SJ-100 program will shift the power dynamics of India's aviation market. This is more than a new plane. It's a new source of leverage for India's aviation future. Manufacturing the SJ-100 in India is more than an aircraft deal. It's a declaration of ambition. If successful, it will transform India from a major buyer to a builder in global aerospace. The project strengthens India-Russia ties and signals to the West that India is committed to multi-alignment. For Indians, a homegrown passenger jet will be a source of pride and a vehicle for economic opportunity. The program will nurture a new generation of engineers and innovators, spreading benefits nationwide. The SJ-100 could unlock the full potential of regional India, integrating it into the national and global economy. By embracing this challenge, India is acquiring capabilities, fostering an industry, and asserting its place on the world stage. As the first Indian-made SJ-100 takes flight, it will mark the true takeoff of India's aviation future.